Scrappy peeps, welcome to my channel. Suzanna here today, and I'm creating with a Peartree digital cut file. It's the Happy Days file, that's the file there, and this is the layout that I created with that. So I am doing some Tuesday morning stash busting as well, using the Maggie Holmes Heritage Collection. So some of it I received, I believe, in a scrap room kit, but most of it are bits and pieces that I picked up at Tuesday morning. So I've double cut the file. I've cut it with the outline in Happy, as well as removed the outline and created a background for it. And so what I've done is I've separated Happy and Days, and I'm going to back Happy with the gold, and that is from the project pad, so it's sort of a glitter gold. And then I'm going to offset Days so that you get sort of a different look with the digital cut file there. That is going to be the title of the layout, and really just happy days. My daughter and I, when my son and husband go away for swim trips, she and I get girls' days, which we look forward to, and we will go shopping. We like to cook, we like to watch movies, and this was a particularly exciting shopping trip because she had a dance, a cotillion dance coming up, and it was her last one. It was graduation. She is a ninth grader and is electing not to continue. And so she wanted a fancy dress, a new dress for that last dance. And given that we haven't really bought many dresses this year, or any clothing this year, it was fun to go out and go shopping. So that is what these photos are. This is the dress that she found. Honestly, I think it was the first dress that she found, and it ended up being the dress. So this background, that background it's gold foiled, and it's got a big circle on it, and that's from crepe paper. I have, I think, 16 of these, and so I am wanting to get use out of them, and that is what I'm doing here. I have taken this floral, and I like that it incorporates all of the colors that I want to use in the layout, particularly that navy blue, which is the same color as the dress that she is wearing. There's a fair amount of skin being shown, plus the white background, and so the lighter colors work perfectly with this collection. So I'm going to leave the gold frame that is on that pattern paper, and so I just have to slightly offset it, as well as I really liked that floral, and I knew that that offset the smaller flowers really nicely and kind of drew your attention to that lighter color that's in the collection there. So I'm looking for something to create a border with, something lighter. I've got a lot of contrast in the photo between the dark dress and the white walls, and so I want to mimic that contrast in the layout, as well as sort of soften that floral that is at the top there. So a super old scallop punch from Fiskars, and I figured that would be the perfect trim to the navy to just add a little bit more color and soften the delineation between that hard floral up top and then the background below. So I'm going to commit to those layers and adhere them down. I don't usually like to divide my page in half, and so this is somewhat out of the comfort box for me. I also like to use the darker shades in a more sparse way. So instead of that really dark floral, I would normally use elements that are dark, like that currently card that's sitting up the top there, which is why that is sitting there, instead of that dark a piece of patterned paper, especially that whole. But I felt like you needed it to offset her dress there. So I really don't like the way that everything's top heavy. It feels like everything's top heavy on this page. And so I'm struggling with this. You can see I'm trying to create some balance in the layout. And looking for a solution to that. By putting the title up above, you couldn't see it, but because I've put this literally half and half, that was a struggle there. So that pink piece that I actually put up top is what I am actually going to do, but I'm going to flip the layout. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep building layers because I'm not sure how this is going to go. I really liked that floral there, and thought that maybe that might soften all of that navy dark heavy stuff at the top, but I don't like it sticking out up the top. Again, it still makes it seem very top heavy. What I need is more color in that lighter part there, and I am going to come up with a solution shortly. In the meantime, I'm going to try and fill that dark space so that it doesn't feel so full, but I realize as I'm doing that what I'm literally doing is that I'm literally just making the layout even more top heavy. So we're on the right path here. I really liked that floral, and I like the way that I could incorporate it into the page and pull a little more lightness into the layout. So we're on the right path. Hopefully shortly I'm going to flip this around because that is how it ends up going. There we go. And that works so much better because now we've taken some of that, created more balance by taking the darkness in her dress up to the top of the page, and now it is not so top heavy, nor is it so bottom heavy, because having that 4x6 card with the floral and the happy day sitting on top of it disperses a little bit of light into that, which is what I was trying to do, just approaching it from the wrong angle there. So I want another one of these florals. So I've got the sticker, but the thing with the other floral that I had is that it has a blue border around it. So I'm going to take care of that so that I can create matching florals and just fussy cut around the outside of this, also giving it a blue border, which I passed through so that you didn't have to be subject to that. So those two florals create a diagonal and move your eye from the photos through the title to the floral that is there. I have that tag up there and I really like that because it adds more color to the top of the layout. So I'm going to use a few more of the tags. These are cut aparts, and that draws the color from the bottom of the page up to the top. I really want a third tag there, and so I had looked at this butterfly, which is just a scrap, but instead I decided to fussy cut the butterfly because I wanted to have the butterfly as an embellishment near happy, again to draw more color to that, disperse the color through that. I went to my sewing machine and just chose a sort of a gray blue thread and just stitched around that, again just for a little bit of variety, add another color, and it is a color palette that exists within that floral at the bottom there. So committing to these layers finally after shuffling things around a little bit and adhering things, and I really feel like by putting that flower where I've got it, that I have created some trapped space between the tags and the floral, and so I need something to fill that, and I will get to that in a minute. This is double-sided tape, so I like to raise things up a little bit, and because I'm raising one flower, I have to do the same on the other flower. That is from ThermoWeb, that double-sided tape, and this weekend is Creativation, online Creativation, and ThermoWeb is releasing big rolls of double-sided tapes, foam tape, so yay for that. That's pretty awesome. I am just sticking this flat down. I could have raised it up as well, but the idea of tackling the cursive letters raised was not something that I particularly wanted to do, so I was just going to leave that flat and let the embellishments stand up. So this bottom floral has a little bit of gold in it. It is gold foiled as well, which is nice because it adds to the shimmer of that glitter in Happy Days there. So you can see the two florals and the movement that creates, but you can also see that trap space between the more mauvey, purpley tag and that flower there. It needs something that is going to go in there. So I'm just using stickers for my collection, a little bit of that black and white. It's a white floral, and it's really just foliage, greenery that's not green, it's black. Creates a nice little light spot as well within the darkness there. So that is a sticker that just says count your blessings. Again, I'm trying to fill that space there. I feel like I need something darker, and I feel like but I'm not quite sure where I'm going to go. So I'm just sort of rifling through all of the embellishments that I have. I love this simple touch of these photo corners. It draws that darkness back up to the top, and that is actually the same navy. You just can't see it in the lights that I'm filming with. That's just a word sticker. It's see-through, and it says, "You make life beautiful." She really looked gorgeous in this dress. That was just a little bird. Again, those are clear see-through stickers. So again, I still feel like I need to soften the bottom of this pattern paper a little bit to bring some more balance to the layout. I also wanted to have somewhere to journal, and that strip of striped sort of peachy color is perfect down the bottom there. It softens it perfectly, and it gives me a place to journal. I'm going to use a clear sticker from, I'm not sure who the sticker is from, to be honest. It's the name of this damn company I can never remember. Explorer, something Explorer. Anyway, that says currently, so it's going to be tone on tone. And now I'm making my own tag here, taking the reinforcer out of the tag that I cut the butterfly out of so that I'm getting use out of it, and using that as a guide. And that blue, that shot of blue up there is just perfect to close out the top, and close out that trapped empty space there, as well as use up some scraps that I have there. So perfect there. I still have that little space there, and you can see I'm going to use that says January 01, because it's A, the same color, and then B, fills in that space. So enjoy the close-ups, and if I will link you to the Happy Days digital cut file down below. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you're doing well. Take care.